Okay, is it showing? Is it showing? I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. I must have accidentally hit mute. It says we're back. That must be us. Yay. I see that we are live.
Okay, now we haven't got, okay. We haven't done this in so long. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my God.
We need to write down our directions step by step so that we can remember how to do this.
Make sure you put it on live chat.
Yes.
I can't
That's true.
see the chat.
Do that.
Okay. Facebook changed its thing. I couldn't figure out how to post it on Facebook. Zoom changed its thing. I couldn't figure out how to post it on Zoom. YouTube is all. What happened? We're not allowed to go on hiatus anymore.
Right.
Okay. I can't see. My eyes don't work. We need to go on live chat so we. Oh, there's people.
I see people. Yes. I mean, I see names.
Yeah. Not to not top messages, but all messages.
Yeah. I have.
Hi, everybody. Forgive us. We haven't done this in so long. We forgot how. This is all my fault. I'm having all kinds of technical difficulties over here. My internet went down. We had to unplug and replug the modem 3 times to get the internet back up. And I can't see anything. It's going back and forth on speaker view.
Okay, hold on a second.
Let me go. I think that's on my end. Let me go fix it over here.
All right. Well, let's see. We have Carol and Joe and Gloria and Teresa and Lise. Oh, and Catherine. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Bonnie. It's great to be back. I just was last week or the week before, Nancy and I were chit-chatting, and I said, with my schedule with work, it's just so hectic, but I can squeeze in doing a live together. So that's why we decided to go ahead and do this. And of course, like we said, we have a special announcement, and I want to talk a little bit about the stamp show that we're going to this week in Allentown. We're going to StamperCon, but I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Hi, Mary. All right. Hi, Kathy. Finally, we are getting some warm weather. Finally in Western Pennsylvania. Although the last 2 days have been cold, our heater is broken. Well, our furnace, there's a motor that runs the air that conducts through there, and the motor is not working. So we have to wait for the part to come, which won't be till tomorrow or Tuesday. So it's been pretty cold. I didn't sleep very good last night because I was cold and I was having bad dreams. I was dreaming about the roof was leaking, and I'm sure it's all connected to because the heater's not working. But we've been borrowing space heaters and things like that from family. So we've been able to keep warm. Of course, right now I'm super hot because I'm on the hot seat. Hi, Diane. Hi, Katrina. Hi, Mary. Hi, Jane.
I think I
found Laura. All right.
Catherine, can you post the link in the Foiling Snobs Club for us?
Oh, Katrina says she's been to the one in Allentown. Well, it's not like a gigantic show, but it's here the
biggest
support.
One we have in this area because
it
people
is.
Stop coming to it, and they need to start coming to it, or we're going to lose these shows. So we need to support it while we can, because Joann's is closing. Hobby Lobby doesn't carry very much anymore. We lost the scrapbook store that used to be here.
Yeah.
So the closest
Right.
actual scrapbook store is an hour and a half away. It is Joys of Life scrapbook store. If you get to go to that, tell them Nancy Stamps sent you. It is in Mechanicsburg, PA. It moved from Hershey, PA to Mechanicsburg, PA, and it just moved its location. So no, it did not go out of business. It moved its location, but it's called Joys of Life scrapbooking store. There is also one in Allentown that is not really a scrapbooking store. It's kind of a I don't know what to call it. Like
Like a hobby.
like a hand-me-down store.
Okay.
And she does a lot with quilting, stitching. I just donated boxes of stuff to her when I did
Yeah.
my D-stash. Anything that did not sell that I did not put in boxes, I just went and gave it all away to her. And I will post that one, but that's in downtown Allentown.
Oh, Jane.
Allentown is a
Jane.
huge town. It's
Jane said she's going to Allentown on Friday. I hope you're going to the show. She said she's going to
come
Allentown.
over and say hi to us.
Yeah. Yeah, we're so fortunate that there is still a show, and we want to show support for these small companies because they are the backbone of this industry. They really are.
Yes. So unfortunately, the show has been getting smaller and smaller every year. And, I hate to say that I kind of, said that this hobby of ours is, it's just getting smaller and smaller and smaller. It's kind of like, crocheting. I don't know too many people that crochet or macrame anymore. And so we want to get out and support these companies. These are not big companies. They're small mom and pop companies. And that's one of the reasons why Tracy and I decided to do a live tonight is we want to bring awareness to some of these companies. And it's one of the reasons why we started Stamp Wars a couple years ago. Well, we did Stamp Wars out of fun. That's why we started Stamp Wars, was out of fun so that we could all hang out and do a live. And it was during COVID, and it was like, let's just hang out and have fun and just, but it started to evolve into let's bring awareness to these stamp shows. And here's what I'm looking for. These are the names of the stamp companies. I don't know if this will be backwards when I show it to you guys. That these people 26 weeks out of the year travel on this circuit. And some of these still exist. Some of them don't do it anymore, but you'll have to look it up on Google. So I'll hold it up. I'll also link it at the end of this live. Stampscraparttour.com, StamperCon.net, Heirloom Rubber Stamp Convention. I think that one is no longer, right? CKC Scrapbooking Convention, Stampaway, which is a huge one, and I don't think Simon Says Create is happening this year. So these are the ones that I think this is backwards when I hold it up to you guys.
No, it's straight. I see it.
So these are the mom and pop companies that are conventions, shows, and you want to go to them. Okay, this is not like a big name brand company. A lot of these are small companies. A lot of them do not have brick and mortar stores. And so the only way they can get out to you is doing these shows. So what kind of companies are we talking about? We're talking about like Scrappy Boy. We're talking about The Ton. We're talking about Blue Knight Rubber Stamps. We're talking about oh my gosh, help me out here. I'm like drawing a blank here. Northwoods. A lot of these companies would be out of business if it weren't for you guys coming and supporting them. Marco's Paper, who we love for our paper supplies. Local King Rubber Stamps started this way. That's how I found out about Local King Rubber Stamps. And so a lot of them go to these, travel around. They're traveling 26 weeks out of the year to these shows. And you get a tremendous value. Unfortunately, Impression Obsession Rubber Stamps. That's how I found out about them. They went out of business this year. There's a lot of companies that make their living by doing this. There's another company that just went out of business. Oh my God, Pat's company, Technique Junkies. She's retired now. She's going to business. So, the more you guys can go to these shows, and I think it's like $6 at the door, something like that. It might be at 8. It's under $10. The value you get, a lot of them have a discount coupon or buy so many, get so many free. I stock up on my Copic markers, my Copic marker refills. I get my ink refills. I get my Hero Arts stamp cleaner. I get my paper. I get my glue. This is when I go and get my bulk paper, glue, re-inkers, inkers, and they carry all of the brands. They have, your archival ink. They have your VersaFine Claire inks. They have your name brand papers. They have, your Gina K, your Catherine Pullers. You want it, they got it. Gary Berlin is a big one. He carries all of the ink brands there. Stampers Anonymous is there. So you want it, they got it. That's all I gotta say. Like, and it's nice because not only do they have them, they have demonstrations. Every single booth has demonstrations. You can take pictures, you can take videos, you can have a play. I mean, all of the cosmic shimmers, all of the Simon Hurley stuff that you guys see. Like, I got to learn and play. We didn't have YouTube back then. Right. We went to these conventions and actually saw Ted demonstrate this stuff. I never got to see Tim Holtz in person. I saw Ted, and Ted is the owner of Stampers Anonymous, right? So he is the one that showed us how to do all of these things. I knew Ted before I saw Tim Holtz. So, now to see all these people and know them by name and they know us and to be able to support them. And so for us to bring out Stamp Wars and to now bring that out to you guys through an audience of, on YouTube, that's why we did it. We don't make anything from Stamp Wars. We do it to support them. And we say, hey, can you guys send us some product? Let us put the name out there. A lot of these companies don't have design members. They don't have brick and mortar stores. They just do it through this traveling show. So if you guys can go to these stamp shows, and we know a lot of them don't go out to the West Coast. So the only way you can shop is by ordering online. Kevin, oh my God, I can't believe we forgot about Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin Stampscapes, the most realistic stamps, right? But they're so easy. All you do is stamp and add a little bit of color. You don't have to be great. You just add a little bit of ink blending, right? So if you can shop them and take advantage of the discounts they offer you at the show, if you can do that.
Yeah. There's also Versus. They have a lot of great red rubber stamps with sentiments. That's another one that's owned by Ted. That you see them in the same booth as Northwoods every time. Yes. Yep. Yeah, they're great.
Darcy's.
Yeah, Artie. What is it called? Inky Antics.
So Darcy's. Right. Yeah. If you don't know what Stamp Wars is, go back and check our playlist. We took a break last year. We haven't done it because Tracy and I unfortunately just got really overwhelmed with our real jobs and we got away from it. But you can go back and see all of the companies and check out. But next week, Friday and Saturday is StamperCon in Allentown. Allentown, Pennsylvania is an hour and a half from New York City. It's an hour and a half from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It's about 3 hours from Baltimore, Maryland. So it's definitely worth it, even if you can just go for one day and check these out. And Tracy and I will do videos. And if you go out and check out our stamp show videos, we do like booth tours. We do tours of, hey, this is what it's like at a stamp show, to show you some of these companies and try to, again, just generate support for these companies. You can order online from them. And we really hate seeing that these companies are going out of business because they're not generating the support they need. So if you can't go to a stamp show, go online and order from them. Go online and order from Blue Knight Rubber Stamps, from the Ton Stamps, from Marco's Paper. I show these companies. There's no affiliate link. Okay. Just order from them. Just keep them in business. I've been ordering Marco's papers for like 10, 15 years. I love his papers, the selection that you guys want a smooth paper for hot foiling. I always say is glossy paper. I show that paper all the time when I'm doing my hot foil hacks. There's no qualms about it. It's excellent every single time. Right. So obviously when I'm doing design team videos, I have to use what my company sends me for design teams. But you guys see when Tracy and I are doing play around stuff on our secret stuff, like we're just hanging out, We use whatever we want. And that's the stuff we're spending. I mean, we're spending hundreds of dollars to support these companies. We go once a year, twice a year. When I go to Pittsburgh, I go to her show. When she comes to Allentown, she comes to my show. And we literally have an inventory book of stuff. Where is my book? Oh, here's my book. And we write down, hey, these are all my ink colors that I have. Here are my Simon Hurley pastes that I have. Here are my Nuvo drops that I have. Here are my Copic markers that I have. And I take an inventory book of what I need. In fact, I was just looking at my re-inkers. Here's my Shimmering Bliss that I have, my pan pastel colors that I have. And then I make a shopping list of what do I need to buy when I'm there, so I don't buy the same things. My gilding polishes that I have, so I know that I don't buy the same things, so that I don't buy stuff online if I don't have to buy it online, because I know I'm going to these shows. Here are my marker refills. So when I go to these shows, I can support these small companies. I'm not paying for shipping, right? I'm paying, the way I look at it is if I pay $6 at the door, that would be what I would pay for shipping if I were buying this stuff online. So I pay the $6 at the door and I leave with the bags of everything in my hands. I get pictures, I get engagement, I get videos of what I'm actually doing. And a lot of times you get to see a new product before it's released as well.
Right. Absolutely.
And on that note, we just hit 35,000 subscribers on this channel.
Wow, that's amazing. That's great. Yay.
I can't believe it. Thank you guys. And we are almost, I think we're only like 30 away from 10,000 on Foiling Snobs Club.
Wow, that's great. Yay.
So that's all thanks to you guys. So we're going to do a bunch of giveaways. So make sure that you are subscribed here. You want to subscribe to Tracy's channel. So make sure you subscribe to her channel. Make sure you're subscribed to Catherine's channel, because Catherine's going to be doing some cool stuff on her channel. And we're going to drop the links down below. But most of all, make sure you join us on Foiling Snobs Club. That's our Facebook group. We jest that our name is Foiling Snobs Club, but it's actually fun stamping, crafting. That's where FSC came from. So,
right.
And we're going to be doing some giveaways here. But we thought for those of you guys that are not familiar with some of these companies, we're going to whip out some of our goodies from Blue Knight Rubber Stamps, The Ton, Local King Rubber Stamps, Stampers Anonymous. We're just grabbing a basket of fun stuff to play tonight. And you guys talk about the chat of some of the things you love about these companies. Maybe you found out about them through Stamp Wars. And I feel like I'm missing something. What am I missing, Tracy? I feel like there's something I'm missing I wanted to talk about tonight. I get the tip of my tongue. What am I missing, Tracy? Remind me here.
We have a special announcement.
Oh, shoot. Old brain here. Help me out, Tracy. What's the special announcement?
Well, back by popular demand. Drum roll, please.
Wait, do I have drum roll? Hold on.
Yeah.
That's as close as we're going to get.
That sounded good.
Here we go.
Yay! We are so excited to announce that we're bringing Stamp Wars back. Yay! We're so excited. It's going to be so much fun and a lot of focus on these small companies, just like Nancy said. Just a way for us to hang out and create together. And hopefully you at home will create with us as we're doing our live challenge. Oh.
Gloria said, when are you getting married? Gloria,
I saw that.
I had time to plan my wedding yet.
I wanted to give a shout out to Becky. Hi, Becky. It's so
yes,
nice to see you all.
We are bringing Stamp Wars back. We already have some of our previous Stamp Wars companies chomping at the bit. When can we get back on Stamp Wars? When can we get back on Stamp Wars? And we have some new companies that have been waiting to join Stamp Wars. And we just, unfortunately, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but life has been very busy with us. Yes, I got engaged last year. I also got promoted. Actually was beginning of this year. So a lot of things have been happening in both of our worlds, but Tracy and I were like, we need to get back to Stamp Wars. So we've already have some companies that have signed up, and we're going to talk to them next week. So we are going to be having some dates lined up for you guys. There will be some Fridays and some Saturdays, and we already have some guests that want to sign up and play Stamp Wars. So we're already excited. So yeah, smash that thumbs up if you are excited to see us back with Stamp Wars. We're excited.
Yep, it's great news.
And again, the point of Stamp Wars is to bring awareness to these shows and supporting these companies. And it benefits you guys because you get discounts. But it's not just the discounts. The thing is, have you ever had a product come out and you go and you see it, maybe you see it on YouTube, maybe you see it demonstrated at one of these shows. You get excited, you order it. It comes in the box a couple weeks later, and you just don't have time to play with it. Or you forget how you watched that video, or you forget that demonstration. I know this has happened to all of us. And it just sits there, or you get intimidated because now you don't have that instructional video right in front of you. And you're like, I don't know. How did she do that? Right? I know I started all of this from watching Jennifer Maguire videos. I love Jennifer Maguire. Like, she's a magician, right? Gina K. I bow down to the godmother, Gina K, right? But we do Stamp Wars because then you have 3, 4 other people creating something. You order it. We're still going to do 3 or 4 other follow-up videos for you to go back and watch it. We save it, and you can go back to YouTube. So not only do you get the original Stamp Wars live, which is in fun, we're going to do sabotages for you guys to watch and joke around with us, but we're going to continue to do the follow-up videos so you get a different perspective, different style for you guys to watch it. So maybe your style is more whimsical. You get somebody like that. Maybe you get somebody who you're a foiler and you want to do foiling, then you're going to get somebody who does foiling. Maybe you like somebody who does watercoloring and they're going to watercolor it. Maybe you're going to get somebody who does coloring. They might do coloring. Maybe you're somebody like me who says, look, I need it under 5 minutes. I'm a busy person. I needed it quick and go card. That's me, right? That's going to be me. Maybe you're somebody who likes to slow down and take their time. That's Tracy's style, right? Tracy's going to be slow. She's going to explain it step by step. For whatever your style is, we're going to try to have somebody that's close to that style. So that's why we did this. One, always to bring awareness to the small companies. My channel has always been that way. I've always been open and honest about products. Like I've said to you guys, I'm still a single mom. I am still on a budget. Okay. I still spend my money, all of the money that goes back into my channel, back into Foiling Snobs Club. It does not pay the bills. Okay. Steve's always like, where does this money go? I'm like, it goes back into my channel, right? It does not pay any household bills. Okay. It goes back into supporting the Foiling Snobs Club. It goes back into supporting buying new products, trying new products, checking things out, right? 2, bringing awareness to supporting this hobby. I still want this hobby to last as long as it can last, which is using my big mouth to promote it as long as I can promote it. So that means bringing awareness to products that work, but also being an honest person and bringing an awareness to products that don't work. That got me in some hot water over the last couple of years, but I'm not going to change who I am. I am always going to say to you guys, this works as good as this works, or this doesn't work as good as they say it works. So I'm not going to change who I am. I'm going to tell you like it is, right? And I want this hobby to be around for our kids, for our grandkids, for our friends. Tracy and I became best friends over this hobby. I've met a lot of you guys at shows over this hobby. I've met so many of you guys at stores and, conventions. I got to go on a wonderful cruise last year and meet so many of you guys. And I'm talking maybe going to Florida this year and doing a little foiling class at our favorite foiling store. You guys know which one I'm talking about. Pink and Maine. So I'm trying to work out something with Michelle where maybe I can come to Florida and teach a class. So those of you guys who get to go to Pink and Main store and talk to Michelle, let's make that happen. Let's talk to Michelle about maybe doing some Pink and Main foiling classes in Florida in person. I'm trying to work that out, trying to see how I can get down there and do that. I'm trying to finagle a vacation, work vacation. Tell my family. Don't tell my family. That's what I'm working on. But it's always about sharing the love of the hobby. That's always been my goal, and I'm going to continue that goal.
Yep. That's great. A lot of good feedback in the chat about how excited they are about Stamp Warps coming back, and some ideas for some, potential sponsors. So we always take those ideas and appreciate them. We did have Scrappy Boy once before. He's a lot of fun.
We had Sean.
Yeah. I still have some Scrappy Boy stamps that I haven't really played with, and I just haven't had time, but they're so cute.
How do I fit it all in? I don't sleep.
Yeah.
I sleep.
Yeah.
So I cover my bags under my eyes.
Hi, Justine.
There is another very busy person.
For sure.
All right, guys. So we are going to go. And you always want to make sure you are subscribed and make sure you're following us on all of our social media. I also just opened a Reddit account because I know some of you guys don't do Facebook. So I'm trying to post on Reddit as well. So make sure you're following us on any kind of social media platform. We pretty much have everything covered now. I don't do so much on TikTok. That's more for the younger people, but we try to do everything on most major, Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, but YouTube is our primary. And any friends that you have, get them on over to the Foiling Snobs Club, because like I said, we're really close to 10,000 and we have lots of giveaways coming. So we are going to do some giveaways today, but lots of giveaways coming. And you guys know that's where donations go. So anytime you guys do donations, we accept donations through PayPal or Venmo. We use that towards shipping costs. We use it towards buying the giveaway, gift cards, things like that. And that's where it goes, right back into the channel for me to buy stuff to try out, and towards shipping is most of it, but also for the giveaways. So that's where it's going to go. And we're going to go hands down, and we are going to play with some products to support the stamp shows. So Tracy, what are you going to start with? I think I'm going to grab some stuff from, what are you going to start with first?
I have the ton.
I'm fighting a cold, so I sound very nasally. I got a new mic. How do you guys like it?
Sounds really clear. Yeah.
I had to, because Steve plays video games and watches football. And if you've heard my last couple videos, you can hear him. So I was like, I need to invest in a mic to block him and his friends out.
That's funny.
So okay. So we're going to start with the ton.
Yeah, let's do the ton.
We're going to start with the ton. All right. I'm going to get some tonnage out. And well, by the way, we're going to just go through real quick, like do 1 or 2 projects and move on to the next company as we support. And if you can't get to the stamp show, we'll put links for these companies and you can go shopping online.
Yes.
Just put in the comments, Nancy and Tracy sent us, so they know we sent you guys. And put a note. Nancy and Tracy said do Stamp Wars.
Yes. All right. So I grabbed a couple of the favorites that I love to make. I had a lady at church today ask me if I can make her some thank you cards. So I thought, oh, these would be really pretty. Spring's right around the corner. What I like about these, I'll start with the big butterflies. This one, I think, is the Monarch. Let me grab it here. She has the whole lineup of butterfly styles. So this one is the swallowtail. So you can get the dies and the stamps. This is a great little series she has with these butterflies. And you can spray these butterflies or even ink blend them. But I thought a spray would be nice. It also would be pretty cut out with pattern paper in the background. So that's a very versatile product from the ton. And the ton also has these wonderful stencils. So this one is the hibiscus. It's called mid hibiscus. And I was playing with this one the other day, and this is the beautiful, it's a layering stencil, and this is the beautiful hibiscus flower that you can even stamp it if you'd like, but I think it's pretty just by itself as a stencil. But this one says thank you. And you can see I was just cutting out some leaves, and then I just put them down inside the package here. What's so great about this little hibiscus, it's only 3 stencils, guys. It's so easy. 1, 2, 3. I love that. I love that you can get such detail with just a couple little stencils. So that's one of my favorites. And just add a couple flower leaves to go with it. So
they just did a new release, and I need to make a little shopping list for myself. There was like a beachy theme thing, and I am torn. I don't know. I think Steve really wants a beach wedding, and I don't know. I'm all over the place with what we're gonna do.
Yeah. Does your work send you to Florida still every year?
Yep, we go to Florida in September, and we are planning a little family vacation to go to Florida, maybe 3rd week in April.
Wow. Okay.
And
exciting.
Yeah, like I said, we looking at going again maybe this summer to go teach some of these foiling classes for Pink and Maine. So yeah.
Great. Yeah, here it is. This one is the Morpho butterfly. Sorry, I thought it was the monarch. No, maybe it is. Let me hold on.
I also want to say, when you go to the Pink and Maine booth, not Pink and Maine, the Tons booth. I'm all mixed up here. The Tons booth. These are some of the stencil make and takes that you can do. They are pay to do, but she does that to keep her line short, because the line, there's a little line, but look how beautiful they are. And you do your make and take. I think it's what, $2 or something like that.
Yeah, $2, right?
These are the ones my daughter did. Okay, look, she was what, 10, 11 at the time. Look, if a child can do these, you guys, you can do them.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I love the layering stencils, so they just make it easy.
Yeah, for sure.
But there's stencils, there's stamps, there's dies. She has a grip mat. I know that's been very popular. Yes, the butterflies are popular. The very elegant florals. You can watercolor the stamps.
Nancy, do you want to talk a little bit about Effie and how she started her company?
So Effie is a certified lawyer. She's from New York. And I watched her channel for many, many years because I was in awe with her watercoloring, because she used to take, what do you call it? Like those pigment powders, like brush-os and stuff. And she would stamp. This is what I would watch her do. She would literally take a stamp, like a floral stamp like this. She would stamp it. She would heat emboss it on paper. And then she would take those brush-o pigment powders, and you can go watch her channel. And she would just watercolor with these beautiful pigment powders, and I would just be mesmerized by her channel, and she'd talk about work and stuff. And then all of a sudden one day she showed up at the stamp show, and I'm like, oh my god, that's Effie, oh my god, that's Effie. And yeah, I totally fangirled her. So of course we had to have her on Stamp Wars. But Effie is also of Korean descent. I'm half Korean. My daughter is Korean and Chinese. So my daughter immediately went over and was like, that's it, I'm your child. And so Leah always goes over and hangs out with Effie, but she's just an amazing, beautiful person. But the name, the Ton, I don't know if any of you guys watch the show Bridgerton. The name, the Ton, and this is what Tracy loves about it, means like upper class, things like that. And that is essentially what her stamps are. They're beautiful, they're timeless, they are meant to be, like the upper class, the Ton, right? So if you look at her stamps, they're very beautiful, timeless, not like in a snobby kind of way, but very elegant. and you can use them for any kind of occasion. So she's definitely one of the booths that you will find is always busy, and that's because of the way that her designs are. She has, look at how beautiful and elegant this one is.
Definitely.
Yeah, Floral is what she was using. But she has stamps. She has coordinating layering stencils. She has dies, and you get what you pay for because it is all very high quality, elegant, not fly by night. And you can see from what Tracy and I are showing you. And again, make sure you follow Effie's YouTube for more inspiration as well.
Yeah, I can't wait to go to her booth. I can't wait to see her new line of postage collage type stencils. That'll be great.
These are some more of my daughter's make and takes. Again, this was a child that made these. Look how elegant they are from a child. And I kept all of these. These are Leah's make and takes, you guys.
Yeah. I make mine into cards like pretty much immediately. I just love them. I get a make and take and I bring it home and I make it into a card. But it does give me a lot of great ideas for inspiration for cards.
And Effie's been a Stamp War sponsor quite a few times, so I'm sure that she will be on the list again this year. We don't know exactly when, but I'm sure she will not tell us no.
She's great. Her whole family, they all get involved. Yep.
Her mom, her sister, her stepdad, the dog, they've all been to the show.
Here's another one that is from the ton. It's the sunflower pretty card. So pretty.
One of my favorites is the 3D pop-up butterfly card. That one takes a little bit of time, but it's just gorgeous. She also has inks. She has these wonderful large ink brushes. I don't have one in front of me, but for those of you that have dexterity issues,
see if I can find mine.
I actually have it in my travel bag.
Do you mean this one, Nancy? That's kind of like a little wedge?
Yes. That one, a lot of people at her show, I've heard them say they like that because it's a wider flat brush versus holding onto a handle brush. For people that cannot grip the handle brush, they have said to Effie they like her blending brushes because it's easier to hold on to.
Yes, I have arthritis in my hands, and it is very, it's easier to hold on to. Yeah. All right.
So let's do a quick little demonstration of some of Effie's.
Okay.
And we will move on.
Okay. I'm going to do this little sweet bouquet stencil. Looks like it has 5 pinks. You can do any colors that you'd like, of course.
But I definitely have the layered beach. Layered beach is on the top of my shopping list. Trying to talk Tracy into getting the squirrel, but she tells me no every time we're
no squirrels. In case you all don't know, I have a squirrel aversion. This is a clear matte, and I'm just going to put it down on my glass mat. Oh my, get this piece of acetate off, and then I can do my ink blending.
And I have my Christmas ones pulled out, but she also has these 2 giant Christmas ones, which I did a video on, where you can make 4 panels very easily for the Christmas ones.
Oh yeah, I love that. That's a genius. Yes.
Doing climbing dahlia.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I think I'll just go ahead. I already have a die shape cut out. So we'll just do that. This one is called Sweet Bouquet. We used this one in Stamp Wars when we had Effie. Sweet Bouquet. Let me get my little stencils in order here. And she's labeled them so clearly. It says whether you use light ink or dark ink, they're numbered. Thank you, Effie.
Catherine said they don't have squirrels in Australia, so maybe it's time for us to go to Australia.
Yeah, exactly.
We need to go when it's winter here because it's summer there.
Right, right. Yes, she said it's been hot there.
Use my fun grip mat. You know what I need to get? Those little corner things next time we're there. I think she was sold out when we got our grip mats, remember?
Yeah,
Or
I
holds
remember.
everything straight.
Get my stencil, get my little die cut shape turned the right way here.
Here's my pepper.
Okay, we've got number 1. This is going to be a light color ink. Let's see here. Like, so nice how it grips it. You don't have to worry about it coming loose. Okay, I have a little bit of purple ink on my brush, so I'll just use that as my first layer. I mean, you would have never guessed that I would have grabbed purple, I'm sure.
Who, you? Nah.
Yeah, exactly.
Never. I do also have some of the Tons inks, and guess what? They just happen to be purple.
Oh, cool.
It says on here, you guys can't see it, but it says first petal layer lightest. And this is, I cannot see, the Ton Couture color soft amethyst.
Yeah, this one says first layer light. Okay, so I'm just using some inks that are sort of a quad. Makes it easier for me to keep everything straight. Just something I had in my stash. Some purples. Okay, number 2. Second layer, mid-tone.
Get that off. It's really stuck on there.
Okay, we'll go with this. It's called Candy Violet. It's just a pink fresh ink. The ladies from my craft room, they always have Gina K there and Pink Fresh in their booth. That's always cool.
Yep, Joyce.
Yeah, Joyce. That's
yep,
right.
My Craft Room is another company. Yep, that shows up. That's the name of the company. And they also carried my hot foil plates when they came out from Spellbinders.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So is anybody else at your house sick, or are you the only one?
I'm the only one.
Oh boy.
Yep. And
Well,
I
I hope you-
leave for a work trip tomorrow night, so I'll be gone Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Mhm.
I'm at the end of it now.
Mhm. I hope you're feeling better. And
Yeah, I'm getting there. This one is called Iris Blooms. second color I'm using. And it's kind of outlined and it says, like it's circled. And then on these it's on the outlying ones, it says first layer foliage light.
Mm-hmm. It's so nice to have that inscribed right there on the stencil.
Mm-hmm.
Takes all the guesswork out of it. Okay.
So I'm going to ask the audience 2 questions. A, what is it you guys like best about Stamp Wars that you are looking forward to having it back? And B, what companies did you like seeing on Stamp Wars that you would like to see back on Stamp Wars? Right, for my greens, I'm going to use Jelly Bean Green for my first layer and Grass Green for my second layer. These are Gina K inks.
And this third layer is, it's a pink fresh. It's Regal Kiss. It's a dark, because this layer is supposed to be the darkest color for your petals. And you can use any inks. These are just convenient for me because they already have the gradient qualities, the ombre. It's already figured out for me. I like that. Okay, now we get to do the leaves. Oh, is that pretty? Okay. Let's see, we've got floral center black, and then we have light for these foliage. Okay.
So that was Jelly Bean Green, and this is just stencil number 2. My grip mat holds my paper in place.
These grip mats are the best thing ever.
Yeah.
How did we ever craft without them, right?
Yeah, and this stencil is only 3 layers, so this one makes it pretty easy.
Okay. Is that the Dahlia, the Darling Dahlia?
Yeah.
Okay, you're doing purple too. Cool.
Yep.
Sorry, I was so absorbed in my own part. I wasn't even looking at yours.
All right. I get it.
Well, I'm just using whatever green ink I have left on my brush. It's probably Catherine Puller because I was making stuff with my Catherine Puller inks. Yeah, I don't wash my brushes. I just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, you're the one that taught me dirty brushes are the best brushes.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to ink blending.
Yeah. And then it's supposed to be like a dark color in the center. I have this little tiny micro brush that I'll just use, get some black ink. I have this Gina K amalgam ink for the center of the flower. Sometimes these little brushes really are nice for the little tiny details on these stencils.
For the third ink, I'm going to use a purple, violet fringe.
Okay, and then my final will be just a darker green for my leaves.
And then for the green, I'm going to go in with grass green. And I'm going to grab a smaller brush.
Oh,
Brandy, I will link for you the Gina K link and the Amazon link. Yes, give me 1 second.
so TJ said that she bought I think she meant the little mini stencil ink brushes after she saw that I used them, and she says she can't live without them now. They
Okay.
make such a difference. They really do.
Thanks, Deborah. Bye.
Bye.
Liz says she has missed this. Yeah, just the hanging out, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
well, yeah, life kind of got in the way last year.
Good things, though.
Yeah, all good things, sure.
Oh, how pretty
We
is
had
this?
it amazing last year. We got to go to Alaska.
Which was amazing for
Mhm.
sure.
One of the best trips of my life.
For sure, for me too. Yes.
Now Tracy and I need to figure out how we get to go to Hawaii. Okay, I think this is my last layer here. This is only 3 layers for this one.
So I have this pink watercolor paper, sort of faux watercolor. It's just a pattern paper that's from my stash. What I love about these, whenever you pop it up, you can just pop it right onto that card panel, and it brings out all those colors that are in the background. So pretty. What a quick card.
And I have the coordinating die for this, so I will just cut it out and put it on a background as well.
So pretty.
And then I just roll that right off. It comes right off the grip mat. So that was pretty easy to do, and that's just 3 stencils. And that one's called Climbing Dahlias Layering Stencil, and there you can see my coordinating die to cut that out.
Yep, and mine was called Sweet Bouquet Stencils. It had 5 layers, and actually I had one cut out already, so I just stenciled right on top of it. You can do it either way. It doesn't matter, you know? That's what's nice. You got this flexibility, and the ton has some really pretty little sparkly things, these little gem dots.
Yes.
I like them because they're clear. So if I put
Very
them
bougie.
on, they'll look like little water droplets on my flower. So that's probably what I'll do with that. And then I also have some pretty purple gems as well from the ton.
These are all from the ton. Everything that we're showing right now is from the ton. And again, we're promoting these companies that are at the stamp show. We will be at the stamp show in Allentown next week. It's StamperCon. But if you can't make the show, go do some shopping online. It's the ton. We're going to link the link here in just a second. Trying to gently clean off my stencil here. That one's a little bit more detailed.
So the mat, the grip mat, the ton sells these.
This one is the 6x7 grip mat.
I don't know what size mine is. Probably the same size.
Yeah, I think we bought the same one.
Yeah. And then I just have a damp cloth, and I just wipe my stencils clean with that because it's just dye-based ink and it's easy to clean. If I was near my sink, I would just run it under the sink. So very simple cleanup. Except for that amalgam ink. It's a little bit of a pigment ink, I think.
It's a hybrid ink.
Yeah, sort of a hybrid. Yeah.
Because it's good for Copic coloring too.
Wipe it right off. It's so easy to clean these up. So Mary, thank you for asking. Jacob is doing better. He had that really bad flu, and he was sick. And he had spring break last week, and he was sick over spring break, but he's doing really well in his college. He's living at home and commuting, which is about a half an hour drive. His first semester, he lived on campus, but he's 20 years old. So time marches on.
Just
Doesn't
had
wait
his
for anybody.
Tracy's birthday is in a couple of days.
Yeah, that's true. Next Wednesday is my birthday. Yeah. And I'm going to be the double nickels. My goodness. And I remember when I turned 50, it was during COVID. So I couldn't even celebrate or anything. So I'm like, okay, this time, double nickels, we're going to have a party. Even if it is just a small party, just like going out to dinner with my husband. Hey, for me, that's an occasion. Looks like you all had a nice dinner together, 2 nice dinners together, Nancy, to celebrate Steve's birthday.
Yep, Steve turned 49 and
Okay.
he basically ate a dinosaur bone for a steak.
Said he looked like Barney Rubble.
But he said it was the best steak he's ever eaten.
That was a steak? I thought it was rib.
It was a steak. It was a tomahawk steak.
Oh, thanks, everyone.
Okay. I'm going to move on to our next company, which is Blue Knight Rubber Stamps.
Yay.
Blue Knight Rubber Stamps is very near and dear to me because they are one of the first companies that put me on their design team. Blue Knight Rubber Stamps is also the sponsor of StamperCon. And they are the inventors of one of my favorite products, which is this little guy. So if you don't have one of these, we're going to need the link to my Amazon account as well. And I'll show you why this little guy is amazing. So, as we had mentioned before, there are quite a few people that have some dexterity issues. And you've seen me use this on many, many videos. So stamp pads come in all different shapes, sizes. Okay. Where's my Captain Cooler? And we have seen videos where Nancy has dropped stamp pads on projects. All
Right when you're just about done.
Right.
I've done it too.
So Blue Knight Rubber Stamps is near and dear to me, as I said before, because they are one of the first companies where I got to be on their design team. Okay. And I still get to go visit my babies, I call them, which are the cards. Okay. And a few years ago, they invented this handle, and you only need really 1 or 2 of these. Okay. That's all you need, 1 or 2 of these, but you want to buy a bag of these magnetic, they're just little metal plates. Okay. They're normally used for cell phones. But these are in my Amazon shop, and I actually have a direct link in the guides that they're in my Amazon shop. But there are 2 different handles, okay? And this, if you buy nothing else from Blue Knight Rubber Stamps, you want to at least buy one of these handles, and I'll show you what the difference is in just a second. But you'll notice on my most used ink pads, as I flip them over, these are my most used ink pads, okay? They each have one of these little plates, okay? So these plates are on Amazon. You get like 5 or 6 or whatever you get for a couple bucks, or whatever, however many you get. You only need this size. These are in my Amazon shop, and you get how many you get in a baggie. You can see more than enough, okay? I actually have a couple extra, okay? Once you stick it on the bottom, that's all you need, and then you get the handles from Blue Knight Rubber Stamps. When they sell you the handle, they sell you with 1 metal plate, okay? There are 2 different sizes. There is the slimline handle, and then there is, I think this one's called the universal handle, and then there's the original handle, okay? Here is the difference. The original handle will fit most any ink pad. Okay, this is guaranteeing
that your ink pad will never, ever slip out of your hand ever again. It will never, ever slip out of your hand again. All right. It gives your hand something to grab on. The only time you need the slimline one are two types of ink pads. The Catherine Pooler ones, because you can see they're slim oval ones, and the older Altenew ones. Okay. The new round Altenew ones, I haven't tried them. I stopped buying the Altenew ones. I don't have any of those. I sold all of them, honestly. I stopped using them. You probably could buy the round Altenew, but I haven't tried these in the Altenew ones, to be honest with you, because I just stopped using them. Here's why they come in handy. If you notice, here's a Ranger Archival ink pad. Watch when I grab this. Do you see how tiny this area is? You see how little this is? It doesn't give you a lot of surface area to grab onto when you are inking. Do you see how small this ink pad is? You go to ink your ink pad, right? You drop this. There goes your project, right? So this is a universal handle, which will stick to that. And it's two very strong magnets built into there. So once that's stuck on there, you're never going to drop that ink pad ever again. No matter how much I shake this, it's not going to fall out of there. Okay. So you can see my most used ink pads, they all have it. So you want the regular one. And then if you use Catherine Pooler ink pads, you can put them on there. Okay. Now, the Catherine Pooler ink pads are nice and thick on the outside, so you don't really need that, but I use it on my most used ink pads, which are all my black ink pads and my Versamark, but you can see it's all my black ink pads that I have them on. Okay, so you need the regular one for the square ink pads, or you can just buy the universal one, and the difference is it's a little thinner. That's all it is it's cut a little thinner. Do you see that? It's just a little bit thinner piece of wood. So you could just go with the thinner one, the smaller one, but I like that this one's a little heftier for me to grab onto it. You can still use the smaller one. It still works.
It also works with your like distress oxides, the one that's smaller, because this is a distress ink. It's my vintage photo. Yep. It does. It works on that too.
So, but you need as many of these little metal plates for as many ink pads you're going to do it on. So if you want all of your ink pads to work, you need to buy all of these little things, and it's just a double stick tape. You take that tape off and you put it on the back of your ink pad. So you need to buy these. These are in my Amazon shop. You don't get these from Blue Knight Rubber Stamps. You get these from my Amazon shop. They only give you one of these with each handle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you can get a whole pack from the Amazon store. And there's multiple in a pack, like 12 or something in a pack.
Yeah, I forget how many. It's like 10 or 12. I forget how many it is. Okay, but if you don't get anything else, besides their stamps and papers and everything else we love about them, they brought back pan pastels, which we love. And we're gonna get into all their wonderful, beautiful things now. But if you don't get anything else from them, and again, we're going to be at the stamp show. And of course, they're definitely going to be one of our sponsors.
Hey, Frida. Happy birthday early.
Happy birthday, Frida.
You can see I have been using these, and I wore the ink right off the top of them.
We have the original ones where I think it was a sticker before they stamped them.
But look, they still work. It doesn't matter how they look. They still work. They're great. Yeah, I have 4 of them. I use them all the time. Okay. Thanks away.
Okay, 12 pack is linked in my shop, she said.
Okay, great.
But I would only put them on your most used inks because, if you're only occasionally using a color, you don't need it on every single color. That's
True.
my recommendation. Anyway.
That's true.
All right. So Blue Knight Rubber Stamps also has these really cool papers. They're called designer papers, and they were designed by a very talented artist, Deanna, who was on their design team. And we've shown these before. They're called the day and night papers. They also have these new sky papers. Look how easy it is to make a card with these. What I've always loved is their silhouette stamps, because for me, again, being a super fast card maker, they also have some beautiful stencils, but very, timeless, some very beautiful timeless stamps, which I have shown you guys before. Silhouettes are always going to be my favorites.
Nancy, I have some paper packs to give away too.
All right.
Yes,
you
I
want
do.
You want to pick somebody right now? You want to start the giveaway off?
Okay.
Saving my giveaway for the end.
Okay. So I have I have 3 sets of these beautiful papers. It's the day sky set 2 and the night sky set 2. So I'll pick 3 winners. So that's always the pressure part, like trying to pick a winner,
Why don't you show them what they're gonna win?
Yeah, of course. Let me go ahead and open up Pack Up and show you the beautiful papers. All right, this one is the day sky set 2. So you're getting 5 of each of these 4 different designs. So you'll get 5 of this beautiful, like I would say this is like the pink gold sunset or sunrise, whichever way you look at it. You'll get 5 of these beautiful cotton candy clouds, and they all have the same on the back. It's like a galaxy sky on the back. These are so pretty.
What's that one called?
This one's called Day Sky Set 2. And then this one has like an ocean. It reminds me of the ocean. So pretty. And Lynn sent me these to give away. So thank you, Lynn and Scott, for that. This one has a beautiful, oh, look at that. Wow. Stunning. And then the final design is this pretty, well, that's the one we already saw. So there are 4 different designs. There's 5 of each. So you get plenty to be able to make your beautiful cards with. And like I said, they all look like this on the back with it's not exactly the same, but it's the same idea.
Galaxy sky.
Yeah, the galaxy, right. Yeah. And then let's look at the night one. Well, yeah, this one has the planets. So pretty. Okay. Well, try not to rip the bag. Hold on a second. Okay, here we go. So we've got this really pretty moon sort of out in the distance. Beautiful moon. Again, the back has the galaxy.
And you can use them any way. There's no right or wrong way. So you can use it like this. You can use it like this.
Yes.
You can pretend this is the ocean.
Yes, exactly. This one kind of reminds me maybe of like a planet or a sun. This one is beautiful. I think it reminds me of the moon. You can use it many different ways. This way. And then this one is like a blazing, it reminds me of the blazing sun or something. It's so pretty. So pretty. So these are great, great papers. All right, so let's say our first winner is Cece Haxton. Cece, I saw your name when I looked down. You were the first person name that I saw.
Yay, so congratulations.
Let me write this down or I'll forget who the winners are. Hold on a second. All right, this one goes to Cece. The winner is Cece Haxton.
Sure, you email us your address at foilingsnobsclub@gmail.com with your name, address, and phone number, please.
Let me scroll here and see what lands. Looks like Laura Vance came up next. Laura Vance, congratulations.
Yay, congratulations.
Okay, and then we go down to the bottom again, and we have Linda Palmer. Linda Palmer.
Congratulations.
So that's the first giveaway for the night.
We're gonna have
What are you
at the end?
You're showing some stamps?
I am going to show a stamp, a stencil through.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna make something stamp through.
Yep. Okay.
I have a little idea here. Grab my pan pastels real quick.
All right, I'm going to grab some silhouette stamps here. I know there's one I have in mind. Oh yeah, Liz, that was Local King rubber stamp that came up with the magic mushrooms. Yes, I have my magic mushrooms right here beside me. Right, this one is the Day Sky 3. So I'm going to be creating my creation on some of these papers. This one's really pretty. I like this one. I think I'll use that one.
My pan pastels are put away right now, so I'm not going to go digging them out. So I'm going to cheat and we're going to use some of this paper.
Okay. This paper, like that one.
This is Day Sky 2 set. We'll use the Jeep, and we're gonna make Steve a little just because card here.
Okay. I use this beautiful moon. I love that paper. So pretty.
Calls it a Jeep. He's a Jeeper. He makes me go to Jeep and motorcycle events with him, which is what we did a lot of last year. This stamp set is called Daring Adventure. It says life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. Helen Keller, and has all these sizes of Jeeps. Doesn't have his Jeep. He has the trucky Jeep. And then she has the coordinating dies. You're interested in getting those as well. And then I grabbed this piece of paper from the Day Sky set 2.
Okay.
Then I grabbed the Daring Adventure stencil and stamp through set. And I also grabbed the background trees set. And I'm going to kind of do something sort of like this. And when you get these come with 2. There's a thicker a standard stencil and a mask, and you'll feel the difference. Like one is thicker material, which is a standard stencil and mask, and then one is much thinner, and this is your stamp through, which is much thinner material and a thinner mask. So you get two. Okay, and I need this. I want my raise to go upward. And we are going to stamp with the thinner one. I want my Jeep to go this way. And I'm just going to use a little piece of low tack tape to hold everything in place. And I think when we did this, we were even told to use a grip mat to give us a little squish, weren't we? So I'm going to bring my grip mat back out.
I'm going to use my stamping platform.
Yeah, I probably should do that.
That way I can do it more than once. Stamp it more than one time, if necessary.
This is cool because I'll have the little sun poking through. I don't even need tape because the grip mat is holding on to everything.
Put a little bit of tape down.
These are red rubber stamps, so they are high quality. And I think I'm going to put that on a block. Put that on a big block. I think these trees might be taking up too much. Just want the tops of the trees.
All right, start there. So I'm going to use this cross because of Easter coming up. I thought this would be a pretty Easter card. And
she has a piece of sticky grid in her platform.
Yeah, just a sticky grid. And I'm just using some Post-it notes to protect my platform so I don't get ink all over it because
oh, I slid my stamp on my mask. I should have used my platform like you did. Okay, we're going to do a do-over and do like Tracy did and listen instead of being
okay.
Like... And I think my trees are too big because my Jeep is too small. I need a smaller tree stamp.
Oh my, I can't get my
ink.
ink.
Trees are too big.
All right.
Stamp cleaner. My Jeep is too small and my trees are too big.
I gotcha. All right, I'm just using some Catherine Polar archival midnight ink to stamp my cross.
Smaller trees. Here's the good news. It's easy cleanup because it's just acetate. It's very thin acetate, so you want to clean it off carefully.
Well, that's pretty. And I'm going to go in with another inking to get a crisper image there. Oh, thank you.
Let's try that again, Hans.
It's getting there. Do it one more time. All right. I had my Post-it note actually covering my little piece of, well, this paper. So I'm just going to do it one more time, just at the bottom. I can get that, the bottom of the cross where the earth would be. Get that, make sure it stamps through. Thanks, everyone. Okay, perfect. That's looking very nice. So you can hold it up a little bit so you can get a look at that. So pretty. You can do one more time, just at the bottom. Oh, hi, Sharita. Yes, we will be attending StamperCon. Nancy, she wanted to know if you're going to be at Stamp Show.
Yep, that's what we are talking about, is supporting all of the vendors that are going to be there.
Yes, and it's sort of like a birthday trip to me because I get to celebrate with Nancy, and it's a nice little getaway. So excited.
And I found a new Mexican restaurant to take you to.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Good.
With some very good margaritas.
Oh, I like that. That's awesome.
Okay. I need to find a new tree stamp because I think this tree stamp is way too big. Let me find one that's smaller.
Okay.
It's not like I don't have like all the stamps or anything.
Right, exactly. And this sentiment says hope. I think it says hope of the world. So it comes with this big silhouette cross, this little manger. This one says rejoice. This one says hope of the world. So I thought that would be a good sentiment. Now, for my sentiment, I am going to grab a piece of acetate because I want to make sure it's lined up correctly. This is just a piece of packaging that was left over from some stamp package that I received, and I'm just going to slide that right on top of my stamped card base here, or card panel here, because I want to make sure I got my words straight. Okay, so this says Hope of the World. I think I should put it up here where the light is. Well, where there's some light, sunlight. I could put it down here. Okay, choices. Well, what's nice about it is you can try it in both places and see which one you like. We like the Hero Arts stamp cleaner, but we also like the Ink on 3.
Yeah.
That Ink on 3 stuff is magic.
Yeah, either one. But I usually use the Ultra Clean first.
Yeah.
Okay, I use this one. Seasonal, what's this one called? Seasonal Woodland.
That's a very fine, like, font. So I think I'm going to go up a little bit higher and stamp that where you can see it better. It's very scripty. That's what's nice about using the acetate first.
Okay, this should work. Now my tree will cover in my Jeep.
Straightening my sentiment up. It's crooked. Yeah, I like it right there where the sun is coming up. And it looks pretty straight to me. Well, maybe not. My paper's crooked. Okay, let me get this better here. No, don't do that. Oh, thank you, Frida. Okay.
Oh, my stamp is shorter than my mask.
Oh,
Have to move it up. It's fine.
okay. I like that position. Hey, Susie Fick from Illinois. It's so nice to see you. I'm gonna stamp it again. All right. One more time. Okay. I'll hold that up so you guys can get a better look at it. Turned out really nice. Paper did all the work. Paper and the stamp. Yeah, so I like that. Perfect for Easter. All right. And the next one then will be this beautiful moon. So pretty.
Okay, finally have my Jeep. I'll let that dry a second.
This one is called Wolf and Owl. It's a classic. I'm going to switch over to my other ink, VersaFine Clair Nocturne. Give it a go.
That's what I was using.
Yeah, I was using the Catherine Fuller on the other one.
Mine is really stuck down in my sticky grid. There we go.
Yes. This stamp never fails. Always perfection. That would be a really good spooky Halloween type scene. All right, now we've got our tree. Let's go ahead and stamp our wolf at the bottom. The wolf is howling at the moon. Just goes right over top there. There we go. Okay. These are so easy to clean off too. And they come with these laminated storage. They just cling right to that laminated. I just love that. So convenient.
All right, I dug my pan pastels out.
Oh, good. They're so much fun to play with. Yeah, that Jeep does look better with those smaller trees. Very nice. That's it. That's all there is to it. That was so quick. Quick and easy. That's nice.
All right. So the other thing that's fun about Blue Night rubber stamps is learning new techniques, and old techniques become new. And one of the things they brought back is pan pastels, which are used by professional artists, and they are high quality pigment pastels put in a pan form, which you would think go on like paints, but they're not paints. They're pastels. And they're quick and easy to lay down color. They're not like an ink, but they look like an ink, but they are a powder. And I just have to show you. I can't explain it. So I'm gonna show you what I mean here. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the thicker acetate here, stencil one. I'm going to mask off car. This. So now we have that masked off. And I'm going to go with one of my tools. And I have, I forget what this palette's, but it's, excuse me. I think this is the warmer palette. So got like red, oranges, and yellows. I'm just going to grab a couple colors here and I'm just going to hold this down. Over it. Hopefully you guys can see me. Go in with some yellow. And you don't need very much. I mean, it's very little that I'm going in and grabbing there. And just a little bit of orange to put in there. And pretty much, I mean, you could, what I tried to do was use my papers, but I obviously messed that up. So I'm just recreating it with my pan pastels. And they have these classes where you get to play with the pan pastels. You get a better bargain if you want to buy the day and night palette or the day palette or the night palette with the pan pastels. But you can play with the pan pastels while you're there, of course. You can buy individual colors, but you do get a better value when you buy the pan pastels in the sets because you get 6 or 7 colors of the pan pastels. You get some of the sponges, you get the case. But yeah, it's totally worth it. And I'm just adding a little bit of orange and just streaking that through. See that? Same thing. I don't clean my sponges just like we don't clean our blending brushes. But see, I tried to use my pattern paper and I messed it up. So I'm just look how easy that was to recreate.
Mm-hmm.
And then all I have to do is just wipe my stencil down. And then I want to do the bottom of my stencil. I never get my ink blending as nice as I get my pan pastels. And these will last you forever. Forever, yep. Ever. All right. Yes, and now I want to do the bottom part. And I kind of want to do like, you know, like maybe we're just hanging out at the lake. So I'm going to do like a purpley bluish tint to those. So I'm going to grab my other palette, which I have bought extra colors and added to my palettes. These are all things you can pick up at the stamp show. And these are all items that are in Blue Night Rubber Stamps booth.
Yeah, and when Lynn does her make and takes, she'll show you how to use pan pastels, which is great. Great to have that hands-on experience because they're easy to use. You just have to practice a little bit.
Yeah, and you really don't even need that much experience with these. These are super easy. And guess what? They're erasable. So if you make a mistake, you just take an eraser to it.
That's what we like. Oh, thanks, Pat.
I think for this, I'm going to go with some purples.
This one is called the Stag. I keep going back to my favorite ones because they're just so easy to use. Oh, here it is. Yeah, this was called the Silhouette Stag. This one reminds you of Bambi. Yep.
There is my background in my Jeep, but I want to give the inside of the Jeep some color. So I'm going to take my stencil. Lay it down.
I don't know if that's gonna work. I better not. I mean, I could use my acetate to determine if that will work. That's probably what I need to do. Grab my acetate. Well, the paper does all the work for me. So,
Ta-da!
oh, that's great. Very nice.
Right now, one stamp had some birds. We're gonna add some birds and sentiment. And I didn't come up with this idea. They put the idea on there. I'm just copying it and changing some colors. This came off their stencil, so
Yeah.
this is the birds flying south.
Oh, yeah. This is just for me to see if this is going to work. I'm not sure if it's going to work. No, it's not going to work because it blocks out the sun. So I'm not going to use this stamp. That's what's nice about just experimenting, using the acetate. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Because that sun is so dramatic in the background. That's the showstopper. The paper, for sure. Oh my gosh, it's almost 9 o'clock already.
See how much fun we have when we're together.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Plus, we lost an hour of time.
yeah, yep.
Savings. I thought we were eliminating that.
Not yet. I thought we were too. Talk about it, but then they don't. Yeah, we're still here.
Gloria's back. Gloria's working on a special project for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you guys didn't know, Gloria does our glue toppers. She helps us so that our glue doesn't dry out. So if you need those, contact Gloria. Here's for spellbinders, she makes the little pin toppers. She also does the pokey tools. She does these. Makes beautiful beaded pokey tools. So if you need those, you contact Miss Gloria. She's in our Foiling Snaps Club. I put a special request in for one, so she's working on it. And I wanted this. Karen said she missed us. We missed you too, Karen.
Oh, for sure. It's like a reunion today, isn't it?
It's so crooked. Well, you know what? Jeeps go uphill, so we'll just pretend like that's what's going on.
Yeah, there you go.
Or downhill or something like that.
Mhm.
I don't stamp straight. But maybe Miss Gina K's sending me something to make sure I stamp straighter. Hint, hint.
Oh, cool.
Watch my videos Tuesday night. Hint,
Oh,
hint, 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 hint.
all right. Anything to help us stamp straighter, I'm in favor of.
So it doesn't look like that. Okay, look at how easy that cleanup is. Just wipe that, and then obviously because I use pan pastels, I would spray that later off camera and set that with a fixative spray. Okay, so that is supporting another company, and StamperCon again is sponsored by Blue Knight Rubber Stamps, and I use the Daring Adventure stencil and stamp through set, Daring Adventure stamp set. There is also a coordinating die, which, oh, I didn't even use the stamp. Well, I did use the stamp the sentiment, but there is a little GP. I should have stamped a little. Should I stamp a little GP in there? Should I do that little GP? I feel like that would be weird if I put a Jeep in there now. Maybe on the inside of the card, I'll do a Jeep later.
There you go. That would look cute.
They are loving your cross. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This is not wanting to go
Thank
back.
you.
There we go. They often have show specials for sure. You know, it's like buy so many, get so many free. So again, we are promoting going to these stamp shows. And if you are catching us late, we announced that we are bringing back Stamp Wars. Here's another one. I think Leah did this one at the show.
Oh, thanks, everyone. Oh, that bear was cute. Yeah. Try and get. Here we go. Nice. Yeah, Blue Knight Rubber Stamps is the sponsor for StamperCon, and we will be there on Friday in Allentown. Looking forward to seeing some of you there. And we'll be doing some live videos on Friday, demonstrating some of these vendors, which we're supporting these small companies. Super excited. Yeah, Karen. Karen was
together.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Are you done putting yours together?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know if you're still putting yours together. Okay.
Yeah, Blue Knight has come out with these beautiful papers. I used the Night Sky 2 for the wolf and the owl. And then I used the Day Sky 3 for the silhouette cross and silhouette stag.
Okay, I think one more, and then I think that's it. One more company, Northwoods maybe,
Okay.
or something to that effect. What else do you got? I got some
I have
Northwoods.
Northwoods. Yeah, I have it right here. Yep. Northwoods.
Right.
Okay. And the wonderful Northwoods paper that we love so much.
Yes, that is. I just used it on a recent video and not stop raving about it.
My goodness, my camera is so crooked. Wow.
Right. I think
All right, so the Northwoods watercolor paper, you get a big old pack. There's 25 sheets, at least the pack that I purchased. And you're going to be able to get a lot of card panels out of this. I've had this pack for quite some time now. What's nice about it is it's very smooth, but it is watercolor, so it, is a great medium for your watercolor, whether it be Tombow or Careen or whatever markers you have that are watercolor based.
Zig markers.
Yeah, Zig. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut a piece down here. Five and a half. This paper is really big. It barely fits in my trimmer. So that just shows you they're giving you a nice big size paper to work with. I didn't do a very good job of cutting that straight, but it's all right. It's okay. I'm gonna grab my waffle.
I needed a paper towel.
And a paper towel. I need one of those. Okay. I'm gonna use this set. I've never used it before. I purchased it, but I never used it.
No, I'm grabbing a new one too.
This is the Gerber. This is the Gerber daisies and hydrangeas in watering can. So we've got these pretty Gerber daisies, and then we have this watering can with hydrangeas. We have Happy Mother's Day. The sentiment says, friends are the flowers in the garden. Friends are the flowers in the garden of life. So that's cute.
I am grabbing.
Yeah. Just going to do a little show and tell here.
Mine is called Cosmos and Monarch background.
We always go for the butterfly ones. I'm going to just show the ones that I have, the other sets that I have. I have Monarchs on butterfly and bush cling. So it's got the butterfly bush and the monarch butterflies. This one has the sunflowers and monarchs. This one is monarch on sunflower. Lots of butterflies. All right, that was just a little show and tell. They've got these beautiful stamp sets. Okay.
They're red rubber, so when you stamp these, you want to remove your matte from your Misty. And if you're going to watercolor, you want to use an ink that's going to hold up to that. I like the VersaFine Clair, but whatever you have. What we're saying is it's really good with markers that are water-based markers. So Zig markers, Kareen markers. What are the markers that they use? They use Tombow markers.
Tombow, yeah.
Whoa, that didn't stamp out very nicely. What happened there? And then these, again, the company is Northwoods rubber stamps. So again, if you go to the show, they always give a coupon to their vendor. And Stampers Anonymous, Ted, so generous. He bought, what was it, 6 companies and kept their employees employed during COVID so that they wouldn't go out of business. So again, another reason why we want to support these companies.
Welcome back, Justine.
Hey, girl. Make sure you check out my Instagram on Tuesday. We featuring Justine's new release from Spellbinders Instagram Hop. So a lot of stuff going on for me on Tuesday. Okay. I like
I'm not really sure about that. An iridescent clear glitter. Oh yeah. They do the glitter. So that's like a little advanced technique.
Yes.
Yeah, we won't be
Over
doing
top.
that tonight. But
Yeah, we're not going to do that today, but I've shown that before. Yeah,
it is
very
a
pretty.
beautiful technique. Yes.
You just put that over your coloring. But yeah. We have that. We have that art glitter. That's the glue that I use. My favorite glue.
Art glitter glue.
Yep. And they use that super fine iridescent glitter.
Yes. Okay. Let's stamp out some, let's color some Gerber daisies here real quick. And I'm going to use the guide and copy the colors that they're using.
I'm going to heat set mine real quick.
That's a good idea. I should do the same.
Okay, and I have paper towel and some watercolor markers here, and our watercolor markers, but also the actual plain watercolor marker. But I use Zig, watercolor markers, Kareen, whatever you got. But I'm going to be very simple with what I'm doing here. You can go right to the paper, or you can go on your glass mat if you want to use palette, whatever you want to do. I like to go on my glass mat so I have time to pick it up and move it.
Excuse me.
My family's getting irritated with me because I didn't feed them yet.
I know. Same here.
They're like, you said an hour. It's been 2 hours. We're hungry. Hurry up.
But it's been so long since we played on the
No, and
live
I'm
together.
leaving
Yeah.
tomorrow. So they're like,
Oh yeah.
feed us, mother.
I know I have some work to do tonight before I go to bed. So I'm just trying to.
So we gotta do this very quickly.
This will be speed coloring,
I
right?
gotta feed color so I can go and feed my family.
Okay, I'm using Korean markers and I'm just going to use a water brush.
We're gonna show you guys how quick and easy this is before I get disowned. Somebody's
Here
doing
we go. Speed color.
And you guys know I don't like to color, but this makes it very easy to color. And I just showed this in my Gina K video, which I don't know why I didn't upload properly. I had to download it and re-upload it, and now it seems to have uploaded properly. So I use this paper on that one.
This is the best paper. I will tell you, before I discovered this paper, I could never have the patience to do this because it would get pilly or something. Like,
yes.
Ugh. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't use this for like full watercoloring, but for using it on markers, yeah.
Yeah.
It's super smooth, so it allows you time to move the ink.
Yes.
And I'm not very good at coloring, so I don't know what the difference is between this and real artist paper, but I do feel like it's cheating. So whatever they're doing, fine by me.
It's the best paper for watercoloring. It's the only color I'll use, the only paper I'll use when I'm doing this technique.
Makes us look good. So for those of you guys just joining us, we are supporting StamperCon, which is coming to Allentown, but there are many, many stamp shows, and I will link them down in the bottom later. There's StamperCon. There is, where did I just put that whole list? I don't even know where I just moved it to. Oh, here we go. There is Stamp Scrap Art Tour. There's StamperCon. There's Heirloom Rubber Stamps, which I think Heirloom Rubber Stamps actually retired now. CKC Scrapbooking Convention, Stampaway. And I think Simon Says Create is not happening this year, but you want to support these companies. And these are small mom and pop companies that may not have a brick and mortar store. You may only be able to order from them online. So we're just showing some of the companies that we've supported over the years. We will do a video, booth tours and things like that next week as we are at the show in Allentown. We also go to the one that's in Monroeville, which is in Pittsburgh. And then we also made the announcement that we are bringing back Stamp Wars, and a lot of these companies have participated in Stamp Wars. Also, Lisa from Local King Rubber Stamps, Kevin from Stampscapes, Scrappy Boy, which is Sean. And we just showed some of the companies that have participated in this, which is Blue Knight Rubber Stamps. There is a hair in there. We showed the Ton, and now we are showing Northwoods. So please support these companies. These are smaller companies. They may not have a retail brick and mortar store you can go to. You may only be able to shop them online, and we want to support these communities as much as we can. Marco's Paper is another company that we love and support, and going to these kind of events helps bring your awareness to them, helps to support them so that we can keep these mom and pop stores in business, which is, why we started Stamp Wars. We started Stamp Wars is just to joke around and for us to have a good time. But it was also to bring awareness to these companies so that you guys can also see 5 different ways of doing something with their products, but also to support them. So as much as you guys can, supporting small business, we've already seen the effects of the economy with, Hobby Lobby not carrying a lot of companies, but you know, Joann's is now closing. Michael's doesn't carry these companies. These companies don't have the ability to be carried by a lot of these big box brand names, right? So the only way is for me to use the ability that I have and the platform I have. So thankful for you guys to have carried us to 35,000 now. So let's help carry their names and support them and share the word and get them, because they're beautiful designs, as you can see, and keep them in business. So we are bringing Stamp Wars back. Go ahead, Tracy,
That's exciting. That's exciting. And like I said, I totally agree with everything you just said. And it's so nice to see everybody on here tonight supporting this. Lots of familiar names, people who are part of the Foiling Snobs Club. If you're not part of the Foiling Snobs Club, it is a group on Facebook. You just have to answer a couple questions. We have, I think you said over 10,000 now, right, Nancy?
Almost 10,000. We are just like 30 members shy. So if you can get some crafty friends to join us, they do have to answer some questions, because there is basically AI security at the door. And if they don't read the rules and agree to the rules, they will not be let in.
Right.
And we need to do another giveaway. So this giveaway is going to be for a gift certificate to Blue Bonnet. Blue Bonnet is another small company that we want to support. Blue Bonnet is going to give a gift certificate, and Blue Bonnet has toner and hot foils. She also has clear sticker paper that you can foil. So if you are interested in toner or hot foils and you want your chance to win a gift certificate to Blue Bonnet, comment below what is, let's see, what's a question that I can ask? Have you seen Stamp Wars, and what was your favorite sabotage?
Oh my.
And if you haven't seen Stamp Wars, are you intrigued? So we'll give everybody a minute to answer that while we speed color through this.
Everybody loves those sabotages, but they don't realize how stressful they are.
When we are on the hot seat, you know, just like we're doing right now, we are not looking at the screen. We are steadily trying to focus on getting this. I feel like we're being sabotaged right now.
Yeah.
Steve is over here glaring at me like, let's go eat. And I'm trying to hurry up.
Yeah.
I am a little nervous about like doing sabotages again and getting back into this. And you guys don't understand the work that goes behind coordinating Stamp Wars. When Tracy and I got back to talking about this, you know, a couple weeks ago, we're like, oh man, it's just so much time and effort coordinating to get sponsors and then getting the products and then getting everything shipped and getting everybody together and getting people that want to play. And then the sponsors get so excited, which is a great thing. The other thing we were debating was last year we did a kind of a spin on it, and we kept the sponsors secret. So we need you guys to weigh in. We didn't tell you guys who the sponsors were last year. We kind of kept it like a super secret the whole time, and we told the sponsors they couldn't say if they were going to be a sponsor or not. So I think we're going to lift that. Do you guys want to know who the sponsors are going to be before Stamp Wars, or did you like it being a secret? So we need you guys to weigh in on that. We thought that was kind of part of the fun, was you didn't know who the sponsor was until the night of Stamp Wars. So, and I think a lot of you guys enjoyed that, but the sponsors wanted to tell everybody, hey, we're going to be on Stamp Wars.
Right.
So, but we thought that was kind of part of the fun. So you guys will have to weigh in on, do you want to know ahead of time who the sponsor is going to be? some people want to know. Some people are like, nah, keep it a secret. We don't want to know.
Mhm.
So, but we're definitely going to continue to have, you know, guests play along. We're definitely going to have sabotages. We're definitely going to continue to have follow-up videos. And we continue to ask the sponsors to give us discounts for you guys. But you'll have to let us know. Do you want the sponsor to be kept a secret, or ooh, look at this. This pen is having an osmosis crisis and it's about to explode all over me, and I am afraid to open that. Yeah, we're not going to open. Well, it's like sucked itself all the way to the top there. Isn't that the process of osmosis?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we'll tell you the sponsors on some of them and not tell you the sponsors on some of them. I don't know.
Right. Mix it
Here's
up a little.
the problem why we started doing that. You guys sold out of the products too quickly. And so if we tell you who the sponsor is ahead of time, you know, which is great. We love that you're helping support these companies. But then people would get mad and start complaining. Well, it's sold out. I ain't got it. And you know, we don't like complainers, and it's not fair to these. Again, they're small companies, and we're grateful that you guys support them and they sold out. But it's not nice when people complain that a product sold out. That's what we want. We want to support them, and there are other products that you can purchase, you know. But
besides the ones,
right? Besides the one that was shown on Stamp Wars, and people got nasty and complained. Well, you know, I ordered it and it sold out, and now, well, because if it's a stamp, they have to go back to the manufacturer and have it made. You know, which can take a couple weeks.
Right.
People got upset and started complaining, which is why we didn't say who the sponsor was. I think that's originally what happened. Was we had a company, so, which was good for them, but then, you know, there's always that one person
or two. Yeah.
I watched Stamp Wars and I really liked what you guys showed, but then it sold out and I didn't get it. Mine came really late, and by then I had to go back and find your videos.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
Yeah, well, thanks for supporting that company, and the videos are saved forever on my YouTube. I don't delete it, or I very rarely delete it.
Yeah.
There are some of my older videos I've cringed at and now delete, but very rarely.
I have this really old video from when I was doing hops just to try to build my channel up, you know. And you know, I still get comments on that old video to this day, which is so cool, but it's unexpected.
Right.
And it's about making embellishments from your scraps. It's my most watched video besides Feather Pleasure with Nancy.
Feather Pleasure with Nancy. We got some really bad. I'm surprised we didn't get demonetized for that.
That was funny.
People, or the magic mushrooms. People thought the wrong things about that one.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say there are some things that like were discontinued, or companies that went out of business, or companies I no longer work with. Those, you know, companies that are retired, I've started to take those videos down. So if you ask me about, oh, is this still available, and you don't see me comment, or you know, that's probably why. There's a lot of companies that have unfortunately retired. Creative Vision Stamps retired. DeBellows is now retired. Impression Obsession is now retired. Kitchen Sink Stamps is now retired. So I'm slowly trying to go through those videos and take them down, you know, and as people comment on them, you know, Foiling Friend, no longer available. So as people, you know, take their businesses and retire, no longer offer those things, and I see the comments, I'm sorry, it's no longer available. That doesn't have anything to do with me. It has to do with the company. It's retired or it's no longer available. I will, you know, start to delete them.
Yeah. All right. I'm done.
I'm done as well.
Cool. We got done at the same time. Pretty flowers. Yeah. Nice. Very nice. That
All
was
right,
fun.
I'm sorry that we kept everybody so long, but I hope you had fun. Don't forget to go subscribe to Tracy's channel and join us, Foiling Snobs Club. We have almost 10,000 members. So if you are not a member, please join us at Foiling Snobs Club. And I need to pick a winner. So let me go through the comments and pick a winner. This is the list of the stamp shows. I think, like I said, the only one I think is not currently running is Heirloom Rubber Stamps. And I think this year, Simon Says Create is not happening. But we showed today Blue Knight Rubber Stamps, the Ton. We showed Heirloom, or sorry, we showed Northwoods Rubber Stamps. And again, if you guys are going to go do shopping, go do comments and say, do Stamp Wars, do Stamp Wars. A lot of these companies we reached out to have already responded yes, but some of them we're going to go talk to next week. So if you're going to do some shopping, just be like, Nancy Stamp says do Stamp Wars. So they, you know, you're a bug in their ear. You are the biggest influencer as a consumer. And if there's a company that you do a lot of shopping with and you spend a lot of money with as a consumer, say, hey, you should consider doing Stamp Wars with Nancy Stamps. And, you know, you guys, again, are the biggest voice as a consumer. All right, I pick a winner. Let me pick a winner. Who wants to win a gift certificate to Blue Bonnet? Blue Bonnet sponsoring. She actually is sponsoring a couple of giveaways, as she always has. So thank you, Blue Bonnet. I also will have other giveaways on our Foiling Snobs Club group. I will have more giveaways. I'm leaving for a business trip this week, but I will have more giveaways as I come back. You guys know when I do giveaways, I do it big. So we have several giveaways to do. So make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. And gift certificates are fair game. If you are international, you can win. So you do not have to be in the US because you are responsible for your own shipping. So yeah, you don't have to be just in the US. So if you are missing this live right now and you're catching the replay, anybody can win. I'm going to go heads up, Tracy. Let me see your beautiful face.
Oh my gosh, our room is a mess and I'm totally red. Hold on a second here. Here I am.
There's my almost double nickels Bessie. She'll be here next week. And we'll be doing more lives.
That's right. We will be. Yes.
Make sure you subscribe to her channel. All right, let's pick a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Oh, I love the comments. They're saying secret. Keep it a secret. Keep it a secret. Secret, secret, secret. Wow, they like the surprise.
Nice.
Okay, secret, secret. Majority saying keep it a secret. We are the locust, Karen says. You are so right, Karen. Okay. Keep it a secret. Okay. All right. Star Patrick.
Yeah. Hi, Star.
Justine love feather pleasure. All right, guys. All right, I'm gonna scroll. Stop. Oh, I stopped on you. Here we go. Who retracted that on here? People, why are we retracting statements?
Maybe they just typed it.
Hey, we haven't had a troll. Do we have any trolls tonight, Catherine?
Remember all the trolls
Give
we
it
used to
up
get?
for Catherine, Troll Smasher.
Good job, Catherine.
Make sure you subscribe to Catherine's channel, Admin du jour. By the way, we are still looking for 2 more admins in our Foiling Snobs Club group. Moderators, I should call them. Whatever, same thing. What do you have to do? You basically have to know a little bit about foiling, toner foiling, or hot foiling, and just understand, watch some of my videos, and somebody says, I foiled this wrong. What did I do? You used the wrong paper. You used the wrong foil. These are some of Nancy's videos you should watch. This are some of the guides where we recommend if you live in the UK, this is what you should use. This, you know, so basically Catherine can't do it all. Tracy and I can't do it all. So, you know,
encourage people to post their own cards. We are not a sponsored group, so we want people to post their cards and show, hey, look, I made this. That is so pretty. We want to encourage everybody to post their own cards in the Foiling Snobs Club, supporting what you guys are making. So I am still looking for some more help because we can't do it all. So if you would like to apply, it is volunteer only. Again, we don't make any money in the group, so I might send you some free stuff every once in a while, but it is volunteer only. But I do need some help in the group for people to be encouraging and ask people, you know, just answering questions. But I do ask that you have some insight to toner foiling or hot foiling, and that you understand how to look up my videos and that kind of stuff. Congratulations to Sandy. She's been helping out a lot. Sandy has a wealth of knowledge of Gina K products, which is why we picked Sandy, because she knows all about Gina K. Obviously, I'm on the Gina K team. So thank you, Sandy. She's been doing a great job. All right. Winner is Jeff and Misty.
Yay, congratulations.
Jeff and Misty has never seen Stamp Wars.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Jeff and Misty, you are in for a treat. I hope you do some kind of foiling. You just won the blue Bonnet gift certificate. So Jeff and Misty, please email us at foilingsnobsclub@gmail.com. I need your name, address, and phone number so I can send you your gift certificate, please. And the other winners that Tracy picked, please also email us at foilingsnobsclub@gmail.com. We now need all of your information. Somebody tried to scam us, so we're not playing that game. We need name, address, and phone number. We need to know what you won so that we can send you your information.
Right.
She says, Jeff and Misty, whichever one of you loves foiling. I now have Steve addicted to foiling. Not really, but you know.
Good. Very good. That was so much fun.
There are more giveaways to come. Subscribe. Click the bell for notification. Thumbs up before you leave. Subscribe to the rest of us as well. I will put all of our friends' links down below. And we have more to come.
Yeah, Nancy, I can't wait to see you on Thursday.
Tuesday.
Is
Instagram for Justine's Hop. We're both participating in that.
That's right.
Tuesday night, Gina K new release.
That's exciting.
It's all right here. That's all I'm gonna say.
Cool.
Tomorrow you can buy all the new Spellbinder stuff. Yay. And then Tracy will be here Thursday night, and this weekend will be all of the stuff from StamperCon. So lots of fun things. Let's support all of these small companies and keep them all in business so we can make more fun stuff, because this is, what are we called? Happy people makers.
Yes.
All right, Foiling Empress is out. Tracy, thank you for joining me.
All right.
Stamp Wars is back. And if you like my merch tonight, don't forget you can also join the Foiling Snobs Club merch club. That link is also down below.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Bye. See you.